Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. For today, I was going to do an unboxing of this GI Joe Classified scrap iron and anti-armor drone. And I found him at Walmart at my most recent toy hunting, which you might have caught that video. After this video, you should go check that one out too. So let's just dig right into it. Let's see what we got inside this figure. The box is actually quite heavy. So there's scrap iron with parts of the anti-armor drone. Looks like it goes together easy enough. And then as usual, here is the box of accessories. Right, so I went ahead and I removed all the twine that was holding the figure in. So let's start with the drone. So here we have the treads. With the pivot at that point. This looks like the head. Go ahead. Try and pop this together without breaking it. Okay. It's on. I didn't hear a pop. Okay, so here's the drone. Treads do not move, so this is just a standing toy. It does not roll unless you push it. Articulates. And we'll set him off to the side. Alright, let's get to scrap iron himself. Paint application seems pretty solid. He doesn't have wandering eyes. Everything seems to line up. Joints are nice and stiff. So I might have to use a hair dryer. That one bends okay. I've already broken a couple figures because the plastic was just so stiff. So I've taken to getting a hair dryer and loosening them up before I really crank on them. Here's his interior box art. That's pretty cool. So now we get into the accessories. This will be pretty interesting to see because this guy comes with all kinds of blast effects, missiles. So here are all the blast effects. Looks like missile launching effects. Here we have his helmet. Here's the drone remote, and then his sidearm. And then here are the two missiles. Again, already have the livery already on there. It's a little bit of a softer plastic. So this is a little bit slightly bent. Not unlike the weapons from the past figures that I've opened on this channel where everything is just completely bent. Pew pew! Pew pew! And I guess these are effects for behind it or around it to show that there's some explosions. Okay, so starting with the drone, the blast effects and the missiles, they are a little wonky. The blast effects just set inside. They do feel snug. And obviously they're not coming out when I remove the missile. But the missiles are a little bit bent and so are the blast effects. So nothing's perfectly straight. As you can see, this missile here on the top, it's curved and it's bent. You might not necessarily notice that on the shelf. I don't know how well it's translating here on camera, but it's definitely noticeable. And that just continues the quality control that Hasbro has, or lack of care of the products that they're using. So the drone, he does pivot. I mean, he's meant to be staged. He's not meant to roll around because he does not, when you push him, the treads don't move or anything like that. So very much a stationary set piece. Here we have scrap iron. I like the details on his face, the burns, probably occupational hazard. The wounds on his head. Like I said, the paint app's pretty good. Seems pretty consistent. Nice shading. Vest, grenades. Everything looks good. There's no overpainting. Everything seems to be lining up. There he is with his helmet on. I know it's not a very dramatic pose, but there you have it. Very happy with the figure. He looks good. I'm not too happy with the bent missiles. The knee joints and ankle joints are pretty stiff. So that seems to be either a hit or miss with Hasbro. Either you're getting overly loose joints that flop all over the place. Some of the torsos flop all over the place, where they're so stiff that you have to using a hairdryer just to loosen them up for fear of breaking them. But this guy he does make a great addition to the shelf. I think he'll look very dynamic. Let's see if we can bring him in a little closer. Yeah, there you go. Looks a little bit more dynamic on the shelf. I like him. At this time, I thought he'd be more on sale. He was still at full price. I have seen them at other box stores at a reduced price because of how long they've been out, or damaged boxes, things of this nature. But no, he was still full price. So you have that too. Sometimes these things end up at Ollie's and they're half off. Big Lots, they're half off, or you still pay full price. It's really, really weird. So there you go, the unboxing and my quick review of Scrap Iron and the missile drone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to do the next one, and I'll see you all there. Please give me a like, and if you would, subscribe. That would really help me out. And stay safe out there. See you in the next video.